Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, and we back with another reading.
Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is gonna be another pick a card reading. We're gonna be asking the question: what lessons were you meant to learn in 2021? Well, I'm not even gonna put 2021 in there. I'm just gonna ask what lessons were you meant to learn this year, because it's important. We could always look back on this and just pick up some tools or some gifts that we might have not all the way worked through. For me, this is a 12th house perfection year, so I'm going through a lot of undoings and noticing some of my negative traits that are hindering me from getting the results I'm looking for. And that can be a very humbling experience, because it also makes you feel lonely even when you don't feel lonely. It makes you do a deep dive within your subconscious at those traits and those behaviors that you've been exercising for a while that just aren't serving you anymore. Anyway, this is right before you get ready to come back into the first house perfection year, which is the house of self. So mostly I'll be focusing on my body, my physical appearances, and just, expressing myself from myself for myself. So you guys are experiencing me at the Phoenix period, right before I blow up into another version of myself. So I just want to say thanks for being here with me. I value and appreciate you all while being with me on this journey. I'm going to keep doing my best, and I'm hoping, and I'm very happy for whenever these readings actually help people out, because that was the sole intention behind doing this. I really enjoy doing this, and I enjoy interacting with y'all, meeting y'all. This has been the dopest journey ever. Because if I hadn't put myself out here, I wouldn't have met you guys. I wouldn't have experienced life in the way that I'm experiencing it, and I wouldn't have experienced myself in the way that I'm experiencing myself. So that's pretty much all I got. Thanks to those people who be liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting involved. Thanks to those people who booked those personal readings. I'm still doing them. I'm still trying to finish y'all up. But more people just keep coming in, and I don't mind. It's just I'm just letting you guys know that if I don't post as much, it's because of that. I'm trying to keep up. I'm gonna figure it out. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. I ain't even gonna make no excuses. So without doing too much talking, let's just get started. So I got 3 piles. Pile 1 with the blue calcite. Pile 2 with this carnelian. Pile 3 with this green fluorite. And the question we're asking again is, what lessons should you have learned this year? What lessons were you meant to learn this year? So I'm going to get started over here with pile 1. Boom, pile 1. So, pile 1. What lessons were you meant to learn this year? Okay. So I get that you're more likely a visionary, someone who can see things before they get here. You might be psychic because we have time for healing. So, and we have altar, which gives me psychic platforms. So you could be a tarot reader, or you could just be someone who has great intuition. With this fountain here, this is a person who used their long-sighted visions or their dreams and their imagination basically to help people share. They share their gifts through their imaginations, through their long-term visions of a visionary energy of seeing things before they even appear, knowing what could come next. You're also a person, because you also got hold your vision. So you're very good with your foresight. All right. You got adjustments are required, which is someone who has to how to fix things. You're knowing how to what parts go where, what pieces go where. So you were meant to learn to basically not compromise, but knowing how to problem solve while moving forward towards things that you have your mind set on. Because holding your vision is also like a stubborn energy. It's a fixed moon. So you could have a fixed moon, a Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius moon. You don't have to, but that could just be something that you got going on. I'm getting something else that you were supposed to learn was to take care of yourself, to be loyal to yourself, not to, so you've been working on fulfilling the expectations of others. So this is basically putting others before yourself. So the lesson you were meant to learn here is to surrender this need of feeling like you can't get what it is that you deserve or what it is that you desire with this Queen of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. That's the energy of fighting or putting your resources in the wrong places. And this is the energy of making you feel frustrated and slightly jealous. So you've been putting your time and your effort in the wrong places. And the lessons you were meant to learn is that some things need to be tweaked or turned out of your life. All right, with this mask here, this is the energy of being able to see through deceit, because it's right next to this fountain, which has to do with that visionary energy. So it's the energy of you being able to see through deceit or the mask of other people, seeing through deception. And you have this Queen of Swords right next to it, or it's attached right next to it, which has to do with direct communication, clear communication. Also getting rid of things that aren't quite serving you or providing a purpose in your life. You're learning, because look, it says shut your mouth and listen. Stop talking. So you're learning to stop sharing your plans or your ideas with people. You should have learned that. You should have learned that it's more important to take care of yourself, to trust in yourself. You're an inspiration to yourself, to inspire yourself. You're basically a person who hypes yourself up. You should have learned how to be there for yourself. That's the energy I get. You should have learned how to show up there for yourself, how to be here for yourself, and not expect others to do for you and not fulfill others' expectations before your own. That's basically like not putting others before you. You should have learned that. You should have learned when others were being deceptive and when there was an energy of, because we got action here too. So you're learning to take action, right? That would make sense. All right. And because I'm looking at this energy of you also changing your perspective in the way that you talk with the door. This is giving you new opportunities. So you should have learned how to change the way that you communicate or the way that you see yourself within the world. This is actually giving you a brand new lease on life. It gives you a chance to start something new. This is also the way that you're going to be changing, the way that you're going to change how you perceive yourself in the world or how you communicate to the world is going to change the way other people look at you as well. It's going to change other people's perspective. And so you should have done this for yourself, because what it's going to do is change the way that other people will look at you and the way other people will react to you. Then you won't be having this Queen of Wands energy, which is also lacking confidence. It'll be an energy of attracting what it is that you truly want and what you genuinely want without having to do all the fighting for it with the Seven of Wands. You won't feel like you're putting your effort or your time into the wrong places, because you'll be more perceptive with this Queen of Swords energy. You'll be more perceptive of what the truth is or what people's motivations are. All right, because it's right here next to this mask. So you might currently be in a stage of putting your resources or putting your time and effort, fighting for the wrong things, just basically not getting what it is that you really deserve or what you really want, and feeling the need to get rid of things. Now it's like an energy of you already knowing what's the next step or what you need to do for yourself. And so you should have learned to take care of those steps, those things for you that are more important, and focus on yourself at this moment. So this sounds like me for sure. All right. So you might be in a period of being very tired or just tired of all of it all, like of running the same cycles or running the same patterns. And so the cards are basically asking you to trust. You're going to be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest inspiration. That's what you should have learned. Like, this was a moment for you to hold on to you, because you got time for healing, caretaker, shut your mouth and listen. These energies give me an energy of you focusing on you and not telling others what the next step is. And then you have action. And the action here is saying drop all fear and just do it. So that's what you were learning, to just trust in yourself, be your biggest cheerleader, move forward and make adjustments when they're required, but keep your mind steady on the vision that you have with this fountain energy and with this hold your vision, and not worrying about fulfilling the expectations of what other people think you should be doing in your life at this time or at any time. All right. You're learning to find strength in your purpose. That's what you should have learned this year. You're learning to let go of control. The control issues were a big thing, and you had this personal power. So you're learning more about your personal power, your independence, your confidence is being like bolstered up. Your third eye chakra is becoming more clear. Maybe you've taken more time out to yourself. Whenever you nurture yourself more, you get more in touch with your emotions. That allows your intuition to come through shinier, or I said shinier. That allows your intuition to shine through easier or brighter. It allows you to trust in your feelings as well whenever you nurture yourself. When you take the time out to care for yourself, to love yourself, to, like I said, nurture yourself, this allows you to trust in you. And that's a form of you showing up for yourself. And when you show up for yourself, there's that instant feeling of confidence, because no matter what happens, you got you, okay? And so you should have learned to be taking a look inside yourself and realizing that nothing can stop you except from your fears. So I'm getting that energy of facing your fears, And that might be what the mask is. The mask can also be like self-deception, other people deceiving you, and that usually comes from fear. Fear is a mental base that you've created when you don't know what the unknown holds for you. So you get afraid. And so you probably should have learned that. This is what you should learn this year, and how to actually just trust in you and not necessarily in other people, or try to control how, situations that play out. Basically, there's an energy of you are not alone. The universe is working with you. Relax and enjoy the adventure. Yeah. So this is an energy of you letting go of control and just going with the flow of life, and just seeing what life has to offer you. So maybe you were a person who likes to control things, because the Queen of Wands is a person who tries to control things. She's a manipulative person. She's also, I once heard someone describe her as, if mom's not happy, nobody's happy. That's who the Queen of Wands in reverse is. She's not letting anyone have any peace. So you could have been that type of person. But anyway, your advice here says, please rest and know that in this stillness, you will find clarity around your purpose here. The need to cope will fall away as you find the question you are the answer to. Okay, so I'm getting at mostly what you should have learned is taking time out to heal for yourself. This is also increasing your psychic abilities, not fulfilling the obligations of others or expectations, and just really focusing on what it is that you want and what you desire. All right. So pile number 1, that's what I got. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile number 2. So, pile number 2. What lessons were you meant to learn this year? Okay. Taking time out, spending time with family, taking new risk, new leaps into the unknown. Yes, sir. Okay, letting go, finding things that only fit with you or that resonate with you, confronting the mystery or confronting the unknown, because you got confrontation right here, right next to Neptune, which has to do with mystery. Confronting the unknown. That is a big thing for you. All right, that is your theme here. All right, and there's a feeling of feeling like that lack, that impoverished feeling, blocking yourself off from that feeling of feeling confused, dazed, mystified, abandoned, left out, or lacking resources. You're actually taking this leap now. This is a new cycle. Taking a leap now into the unknown, into things you might have been afraid of, things you might not have been able to quite express. Now you're jumping into it. All right. There's an energy of you moving towards that now. Moving towards things that you might have been afraid of, that you might have been guarded against, because they entail the energy of not knowing where things would go or what things would be. And there's a feeling of, what if things don't work out, or I'm left without, or I'm left with less than what I initially started off with. So there's an energy of that now that that you might be in currently, but you're learning now to confront the unknown. You're taking time out to meditate and contemplate, because you're very close to achieving this goal. So you should have learned that fair, equal give and take is how you want to start your relationships, because we have this new moon in Libra. This is setting intentions. And so the intentions now is for you to make sure that you get fair, equal give and take in relationships. Meditate and contemplate sometimes represents being a bit romantic or a bit dreamy instead of being practical. And so you might be in that period of time, that might be something that you're dealing with right now, of being a bit too romantic and not quite practical right now. So that's a lesson that you should have learned, because you're very close to achieving your goal, and they're expecting you to be more down to earth than dreaming about possibilities. So you're learning how to, you should have learned about your spirituality and getting connected, like being connected and listening to the downloads that are coming within you with this crown chakra here. So I'm getting, because I don't see heart chakra here, I'm getting more creative energy, because we have sacral chakra here with the personal power, which is the solar plexus, along with actual spiritual intelligence. I call it spiritual intelligence, but it's just your crown chakra. But it comes from spirit, so it's a spiritual intelligence. And so this is energy that's coming in basically to connect you to your spiritual gifts or to your creative gifts. And it's going to give you a sense of power and a sense of knowing and a sense of belonging. It says, I am open to the unknown. Yes, you are. That's what this is all about. I knew this when I first picked this card because all the cards are pretty much saying like you're very close to your goal. You're experiencing the unknown. You're a natural leader with this Leo energy. You could be a Leo. You could be an Aries. You could be a Pisces. You could be a Libra. You could be a Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. That's the energy I got. If not, you have the energy of these signs, which would be slightly romantic, very charming, very outgoing, very, not inquisitive, but very impulsive, an adventure, a risk taker, also a person who is open to new experiences now. That's who you would be right about now. This is who you're learning to be by nurturing yourself and not feeling like things always have to stay the same way. All right, so it's like in each moment you're learning now, you should have learned that each moment allows a new you to shine, right? You learn to nurture your creative abilities because this is the sacral chakra here, and possibly your sacral and your sacral. Well, it is your sacral chakra, but possibly your sexual energy. You might be learning how to hone in on that, cleanse that, nurture that, and let go of this feeling. You might have had, I'm not gonna say a sexual addiction, but you might have had a lot of sex in a previous time, around your lifetime, and maybe you're learning now to value that energy, because you got anti-aging as well. So this is you mostly focusing on your health, your wealth, your health and your stability, your mental faculties as well. It says it would be beneficial for you to spend time in quiet contemplation, which also has to do with meditate and contemplate. It says you need to reflect within to find the answers you seek. So that's similar to what I heard in Power 1. So you might have been over there in Power 1 as well. It says love will cheer you up. Get some. It will cheer your ass up. Give some, get some. And it says you're looking like a hot mess. So this is you actually focusing on taking care of, like I said, taking care of your health. That was a big thing here. Taking time out to recharge. All right. Recharge is what's going to bring you back and get you in connection with your divine and get you those downloads that you need that are going to give you the inspired thought and it's going to give you the inspired thought to take inspired action. All right. And the inspired action you're going to take here is being shown what doesn't fit in your life anymore. Allow the beliefs that are not serving you to fall away and be open to your bright future. This is all going in to part with letting go. You know what I mean? Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down. This is you learning to get rid of those habits and those negative traits that weren't getting you forward or weren't helping you get the results you were looking for, because you want new experiences. With this fool and the world upright, you want new experiences. You want to see new situations. You could be leaving from it. You could be currently in the energy of like afraid of it, but it's advising you that this is what you should have learned. So in this energy, you might still be going off into this closed off energy. If we're being genuine, you might still be going back into this closed off energy, trying to protect yourself, not quite expressing your feelings or the thoughts that are really on your mind, not seeing things for what they really are, because you also had this Five of Pentacles with this Seven of Cups, which could be confusion, not really knowing what way to pick or which way to go or what option to choose. You might have a lot of options or, something of that sort. But this is you learning to protect your sexual energy, learning to create, to protect your creative energy, your sensuality, like trusting in your body, trusting in your senses, your natural abilities, trusting in them, right? And learning to create with pleasure, not with force or not being forced, So it says, take time to rest. And in that time, be open to creative pursuits. This is crazy. Surround yourself with things that please your senses and be gentle with yourself. And it says you are supported as you release habits and limited patterns that are not serving your highest good. Yo, this is so crazy, man. When I do these cards, it's so crazy that they're just like giving you the message back to back of what's going to happen, of what's shaking. Anyway, you're cleansing this area and you're only getting with things that resonate with who you are becoming. And you're very close to achieving your goal. So now it's time to give love to other people while you actually recharge. So it's saying, get you some love, give some love. This will cheer your ass up, and right now you might be looking like a hot mess. So you're going to be focusing more on yourself. You should have learned how to focus on family, confront those things that seem to be a mystery or are quite out of your reach or out of your mental faculties. When things are not quite clear to you, you should be confronting them. You're learning now that everything is connected. With the behaviors that you pursue, that you do today, they affect your outcome tomorrow. The habits that you build today affect, your results tomorrow. And so you're learning this. This is what you should have learned this year, as well as be open to new romantic interest, because this new romantic cycle is like sticking out to me. That was the first card here. So you should have learned that they're to be on to like new romantic interest. The card I have here is Vice, though. It says Judgment. Let go of fear of being judged. You are good enough. It is time to release all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for too long. There is no right or wrong way. Just be. So, pile number 2, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom, pile 3. So, pile 3. What lessons were you meant to learn this year? Ooh, North Node. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's move these up. So I'm getting that you are learning to take action after taking time out to rest. You're pretty much learning to go with the flow, but be in charge of the way that you move forward. You're learning to have more compassion for yourself because you're right next to this passion, this perfectionist, this Virgo energy right next to a perfectionist. So you could be a Virgo, you could be a Taurus, you could be a Leo, you could be a Gemini, a Virgo, a Cancer, a Aries, or you could be a Leo. And that's the signs we have. So you could be these signs, you don't have to be. Could just be exercising those energies of being very charismatic, a bit worried about the opinions of others, focused on your next opportunity or what's coming, like, finding passion now to actually move forward with situations or with the things that you truly desire, choosing your way now. You're in that energy now. You might be sneaking away from situations that were having you confused or were having you stuck in stagnancy, stuck in I want to say in like a limbo. You're in the energy of leaving from situations like that, but not quite using all your resources and not using your mental faculties or your communication skills in the right way, because there's a lot of misunderstandings that are going on. There's a level of like incompetency, a level of being a bit pushy or being a bit brutal with other people. That could be that Virgo energy or that Taurus energy, which is kind of like a blunt speaker, a blunt talker, not using your charming ways to communicate with people, because it's right next to this Leo energy here. So you're learning now to go with the flow and kind of take that control aspect out. The only control that you have here is with yourself, because Aries energy rules the self. So there's an energy of you taking time out for yourself, taking time to stable roots and foundations for yourself, a stable, like, feeling at home within yourself. That's it. You should have learned how to feel at home within yourself, being reliable and consistent for yourself, learning how to express yourself, having more pride and more respect for yourself, more compassion right here, and allowing things to go with the flow. It's like taking time out, taking time to breathe out, which is more so being relaxed, not trying to force things. So it says too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. So you should have learned to get outside of your comfort zone, to go out, to be involved. Taurus energy is also an energy of being outside in nature. And I'm looking here, this girl's out in nature. He's out in nature. The magician has nature. So nature is around. There's an energy of nature being around. And you should have learned to be more outside. This is actually taking you towards your destiny, your North Node. You should have learned new life lessons. Your journey, like you should have gotten on top of your journey, possibly your spiritual journey or your missions journey, like your soul's calling, like what you were meant to be doing. You were meant to go forward and challenge, like take on challenges, new challenges. You're just currently in the energy of not quite knowing how to use, let's say, not knowing how to use your new powers. How about that? Because that's the energy. It's the energy of feeling like you can't use your natural creative gifts to get what it is that you desire. All right. There's an energy of feeling like maybe you don't quite understand your own gifts. And that's kind of where you are right now. You don't quite understand your own talents or gifts that you have. So all your heart chakra is all here. And, we have purple, which is crown chakra, which means that you're getting downloads. And it's asking you to be compassionate with yourself, toward yourself. Surrender the criticism and the fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy, right? So you might be in a current, you're in a current spirit where you may be feeling low. You feeling like you may not want to be here, like you're confused, or you're powerless, or like you're not quite safe, right? And instead it's saying that you're very powerful. Be excited to see what the future holds. Be more secure within yourself. This is your heart chakra. It's big on your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is very big here. So you're opening yourself up to being more receptive to receiving what it is that you want, and you're trusting in your intuition now. Your intuition is leading you in all this. Your intuition and spiritual guidance, because it's right in the middle, as well as your expression, your sun energy, this Leo energy. So you're learning to be more compassionate with yourself and with others, and learning to express yourself and have pride within yourself. Focusing on your health is something that you should have had, and your life force, your vitality, your energy. This is something that you should have been focusing on and learning this year. You're learning to be more present, because it says here, I am present. So you were learning to be more present. That's a lesson you should have learned. Learning to be more present in the moment, uplifting yourself, being very protective of your heart and your heart space, being very joyful, and focusing on expressing yourself, and noticing when your ego is interjecting itself. You should have been focused on life's little pleasures, like the way the sun comes in while we're recording, or, the way the sun looks in the morning when, it touches your face and it glosses, or the way that, when you cook a meal, the smell lingers in the house. Like those little things are things that you should have learned to appreciate, just the simple pleasures of life and just being here. You should have learned to empower yourself and elevate yourself through trusting in persevering, pretty much like knowing that you're going to be exactly where you need to be and just trusting in yourself. Something you should have learned here was choosing feelings over wealth. Should have chose emotions over wealth. You might be in a period of being a bit deceitful, and I say that lightly, but there's an energy of you being a bit deceptive, and this could have to do with your feelings. So you could have learned about what being deceptive with your feelings does for other people, or what it does to your immune system, what it does to you. It says, fill any areas of energetic weakness with strength. You can easily walk knowing that you are safe and protected. Yeah, the future is bright. Enjoy knowing that your optimism today fuels your amazing tomorrow. And allow your mind to clear and let the noise of your thoughts fall away. Listen to your intuition. So you're learning to trust in yourself, right? And then here we have, if you think someone is lying, they are. So I'm getting that you were learning to trust in your intuition, to trust in what you know to be right for yourself, and move forward towards what is your highest good for yourself. Learning the new future, getting new karma, new life lessons. This Two of Wands, you're in the energy of wanting to move forward. You just might be deceiving others in the way of doing it, or you could be deceiving yourself. I don't see it in reverse, but there's still that energy of it possibly being deceiving of yourself. And because if you're deceiving yourself, you could be deceiving other people. This is you not being fully in touch with your emotions and not truly expressing them. You're actually appraising physical attributes or financial attributes over your actual emotional well-being. And that's what you should have learned, not to do that, not to put physical properties or physical belongings or physical materialism above your emotional well-being. What else? I think that is it. Yeah, I feel like that's it. So, pile number 3, that's your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house.